Eliav Gabay is with us for a few minutes as we talk about the Mercury and their season, which just wrapped up. Eliav was all over it this entire season, did a great job. Make sure you give him a follow over on his social media platforms. Okay, Vanessa Nygaard, there was criticism towards her. You just said you'd like to see her back for another season. Is there any question at all that she wants to be back? And the makeup of the rest of the roster. Shea Petty went down with a severe injury. You know, Brittany Griner today is still not here. So can the Mercury sit tight in this, Eliav, or is there a different way for them to go in this offseason?
Just them making the playoffs, in my opinion, after all this, earns Vanessa another year for sure. And I'd like to see personally what her system looks like. Listen, we saw a little bit of it, right? We saw it with the small ball, like we already mentioned. But I want to see what it looks like the way it was supposed to be with, hopefully, Brittany Griner coming back to it. And we'll see about Diana Taurasi. And according to Jim Pittman, even though, you know, the season ended with a lot of question marks regarding Skylar Diggins-Smith, she's under contract for next season. He's expecting her to be there. And I'm glad you brought up Shea Petty because, yes, the last straw in all of it in the playoffs, when they were playing the Aces pretty tight with 3 quarters, Shea Petty goes down, ruptures her right Achilles tendon. That just adds more to it. And as Sophie Cunningham put it, it was the dagger in the heart because she is the glue of this team. But to answer your question regarding Vanessa Nygaard, I expect her to want to be back. She sounded from the exit interviews like she's very motivated to focus on improving this year. So she's not just taking this as, oh, it's a win, you know, we made the playoffs, nice. You know, I directly asked her, do you consider the season a success given everything that's gone on? And she went straight to, in Phoenix, the expectation is championships. And she's right, and Jim Pittman echoed that. So there's no question that she wants to be back, and I think she deserves to be back.
About the business side of basketball, you know, were the stands full, was there the buzz that they want? You know, at some point, I'm the original play-by-play voice of the Mercury. I went through season 1 where it's the mighty Mercury in the first couple seasons, and there was a lot of buzz, a lot of excitement. The league has leveled out in certain parts. Did you see the business side do well?
I'll tell you what, going to a Mercury game, and it's not just because we're in Phoenix and all that, going to a Mercury game is one of the most fun experiences in basketball that I've been a part of. When you go to the games, first of all, yes, the crowd is there. The crowd is loud, passionate. The seats are packed. You know, for that Sue-Diana last matchup, it was huge. I mean, over 14,000 in there. The in-game entertainment is fantastic. Even with everything that went on and all the players, Jim Pittman signed 31 contracts this season. Even with all that, they still found players that, like Bonnie Turner, like Kayla Davis, who continue to step up for this team and entertain the crowd and give them something to watch. So, yes, I think the business side definitely worked out. I would like to see, as a whole from the WNBA, a bit more merch overall, but that's a different conversation.
No, it's fine. It's the business side. Eliav, let's get into Taurasi. What does your gut tell you today? The easy answer, I think, is, oh, she's back because she's back every year. But where are you at on that today?
Well, you kind of already said it, but I'd be surprised if she doesn't return. However, if she does leave, I can also see her being the type to just go off into the sunset, you know, not do all the hoopla and stuff. But credit to our guy, Jeff Metcalf. He brought up a good point where we saw how important to the game people like Sylvia Fowles and Sue Bird retiring and having their swan song moment was. And I think she also understands how important that is. So I'm expecting her to be back. She's not the biggest fan of the fanfare and, you know, everybody's staring at her center court, those kind of things. But I think she'll be back because she realizes what she means to this game.
Eliav Gabay, make sure you follow his content over on his social media platforms.